For decades, few names have sent shivers across law enforcement agencies worldwide like Dawood Ibrahim. A man shrouded in mystery, Dawood Ibrahim stands as one of the world's most notorious gangsters and terrorists. His name alone calls up images of shadowy dealings, vast criminal networks, and an empire built on violence, fear, and corruption. Today, we delve deep into the secretive reign of this elusive figure, the founder of the infamous D Company. This isn't just a story about crime. It's a chilling reminder of how silent empires can shape the fate of nations without ever stepping into the spotlight. Dawood Ibrahim's story began in Mumbai, India, where he rose from the crowded bylanes to become the kingpin of one of the most sophisticated organized crime syndicates the world has ever seen. His influence stretches far beyond national borders, weaving through South Asia's dark underbelly and spilling out into international avenues of drug trafficking, extortion, and terrorism. But despite decades of efforts by law enforcement agencies, his whereabouts remain elusive, his empire as silent and deadly as ever. In recent years, reports have surfaced detailing the intricate web Dawood has cultivated, a network that controls the flow of narcotics, arms, and money laundering operations worth billions. His reach reportedly extends into the corridors of political power, with allegations hinting at a dangerous nexus between crime syndicates and governance. It's a sprawling empire hidden behind layers of secrecy, corruption, and fear. If you think this is just another gangster's tale, it's time to reconsider. This is an ongoing threat that remains active, powerful, and capable of influencing events on a global scale. Understanding this silent empire is critical, not just for specialists or officials, but for everyday citizens who must remain vigilant in a world where such networks thrive in the shadows. Imagine a figure almost impossible to trace, someone who orchestrates vast criminal operations without ever appearing in public. Dawood Ibrahim embodies this terrifying paradox, a criminal mastermind who commands loyalty and fear from afar, protected by layers of intermediaries and fortified hideouts. To grasp the scale of this phenomenon, consider D Company not as a single crime syndicate, but as a sprawling, almost corporate entity. Its tentacles reach across continents, from South Asia's bustling cities to the Middle East, Europe, and even beyond. One of the first signs that Dawood's influence was expanding came in the late 1980s and early 1990s, when Mumbai was rocked by a sequence of devastating blasts and gang wars. While many attributed these actions to local disputes, covert intelligence hinted at a more complex narrative. Underneath the surface, it was Dawood's network that pulled the strings, solidifying control over smuggling routes and tightening grip on illicit trade corridors. His progression from a small-time criminal to an international fugitive was marked by a chilling sophistication in methods. The introduction of financial laundering schemes, offshore companies, and covert communication channels ensured that his empire could operate with near impunity. The rise in coordinated terror attacks and drug shipments bearing D Company's mark exposed the deadly synergy between organized crime and terrorism under his leadership. Behavioral patterns within the syndicate became increasingly brazen. Soldiers of this empire are known for unwavering loyalty, ruthlessness, and an uncanny ability to blend into legitimate society. This sophistication frustrates law enforcement, as typical indicators of criminal activity are camouflaged beneath layers of legal businesses and charitable fronts. Increasingly, D Company's operatives take part in social and political movements, further obscuring their illicit objectives. Stories of key turncoats and defectors provide rare glimpses into the inner workings of this shadowy empire. Consistent reports suggest a culture of fear and strict discipline, where betrayal is met with swift and brutal consequences. Meanwhile, the syndicate's ability to leverage local sympathies and exploit societal fractures makes dismantling it an uphill battle, compounded by cross-border complexities. Despite numerous investigations, attempts to pin down Dawood Ibrahim himself have repeatedly failed. Some claim he operates out of Pakistan's border regions, while others point to safe havens in the Middle East. Each official denial of his presence in a given country fuels speculation about state complicity or at least unwillingness to confront him fully. This denial feeds the mythos of Dawood, untouchable, hidden behind invisible barriers. Skeptics and conspiracy theorists alike dismiss many official narratives as cover-ups or disinformation, Arguing this allows the empire to continue flourishing unnoticed. However, documented evidence and testimonies from survivors, law enforcement officials, A.